So you have an interview with a PhD program. First, congratulations. That is amazing and so exciting. And I'm sure that you are thrilled and maybe a little nervous. So here are my 5 top tips for crushing that grad school interview. First, make sure you get an itinerary of who specifically you will be interviewing with during your time on campus. So even if you applied to work with 1 or 2 specific faculty members, often during the interview, you will be speaking one-on-one or sometimes in small groups with 5 to 10 different faculty members in the program. So make sure you take a bit of time to really understand the areas of expertise or the research areas for each of those people. Now, no one will expect you to be an expert in their work, but even just checking out their CVs, which is like an academic resume where they have listed all of their positions and all of their publications, along with looking at the department website where they have described their research area and their interests. Even those 2 pieces of information can give you enough to craft some personalized questions and demonstrate genuine interest in their work. And since not everyone will do this, this can really make you stand out from the crowd. The next thing that I think is so important is to make sure you have a 1 to 2 minute little elevator pitch about you, your interests, your goals, and why this specific program is what you want to do, why you think it's a great fit. And don't assume you can wing this on the fly. Definitely take some time before the interview to craft this out. Make sure it's not too wordy. Make sure it's concise, natural, engaging. Practice it a few times because you want to be able to communicate this very effectively when you are asked. And trust me, you will be asked multiple times. So having it at the ready will be such a weight off and really help with the stress management during the day. The third thing that's really important to realize is that you are always interviewing while you are there on campus. Even if you're between formal interviews and you're just hanging with a grad student or you're chatting with a staff member, those interactions are being noted. And when it comes to final decisions in who gets into the program, no, grad students and staff don't make the final call, but their input is requested and weighed when it comes to making the final decisions. So just make sure you are always on. And yes, this is exhausting, so also plan for a bit of self-care at the end of the day. Number 4, make sure you do ask all of the questions that you have. Really don't hold back. Get really clear on expectations surrounding work. So how many hours per week should you expect to work? Are you going to be mostly on campus? Can people do a lot of work from home? Is there a mix? What's the expectation? What resources are available for supporting the mental and physical health of grad students? What are the graduation rates in this program? And how long does it actually take a student to usually complete the program? So is it usually 5, 7? It's important for you to know what the typical trajectory looks like. It's also really important to ask about alumni and what they're doing. Are people who graduate with a degree from this program competitive for positions in your desired field? And if it's relevant for you, ask about family and parental leave policies. Now, be cautious in who you ask this one of because it could incite bias for some. So if you need to, check with HR, but this is important information because often students are heading into grad school at the same time that they may be starting families. So asking those questions is really important. Number 5 is really important, and I don't hear this talked about enough when it comes to preparing for grad school and interviews. Remember that yes, they are interviewing you, but you are also interviewing them. Is this a healthy environment where you want to spend the next however many years of your life? So along with those questions about programs and research, do ask, especially current grad students who are going through it now, what the life is like. Are they happy? Do they feel supported by their advisor or the other faculty members? Do they feel like there's a healthy work-life balance? Just be on the lookout for really toxic vibes. And if there are a lot of red flags, really weigh whether being in an environment like that is worth it. And it may be. But just knowing that going in can help you prepare and make sure you are setting up self-care routines that help you not get drawn into the toxicity. Now, if you're interviewing for grad school, you may be interested in these videos up here where I share even more info on how to rock those grad school apps, interviews, and deciding if you're in a lucky place and you have multiple offers, which program may be best for you. So I'll see you over there.